Good day, Randy.
It's a good day. It's
It's always
always
a good day.
a good day. See,
Jinx, now you owe me a something healthier than a Coke.
promise, whatever all that is, right?
Something. Like when we both say the same thing at the same time. Okay, well, so I got to watch a YouTube video and I sent it to you. It says an AI CEO explained the terrifying new behavior AIs are showing. Like they're blackmailing people who want to turn them off.
Oh yeah,
It's like
yeah.
Fatal Attraction. I will not be ignored. Like, okay, Glenn Close. Like, what?
It's where they came up with the ransomware, like
Ha!
where they lock your computer up and you have to send them money,
Yeah.
and somebody sat around and went, "That's a great idea," and, and we can we can improve on that, right?
Isn't that how it always starts, though? It's a great idea. And then the people that actually take it and follow through with that idea are the
Yeah.
ones who, yeah.
Um,
Yeesh.
so where's this going? Is that your question?
Yeah, what's up with that? Is what where are we going? Where's
Okay.
humanity going with
Okay.
or
Okay.
where's AI going with humanity? Maybe a better way to ask it.
Yeah. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
we'll start with a long, long time ago, far, far away. Um, the original term for what AI is coming to was called voodoo. It was a form of magic that you didn't understand, but was definitely affecting your health and well-being. And the ideas behind it was, especially when it became a religion in the Caribbean, was that they could influence the way you thought and the way you lived. That's right. Careful. And so that form of magic was what was referred to as mental magic. Okay. Ooh, right. Now, in other words, it was all going on in your head. Okay. Your head, that one. Now, the second thing that happened is we went from voodoo in the 50s, like this all prevalent prior to, let's say, the 30s, late 30s. And then we switched to hoodoo. And so all the news is who did what to who. And we still see remnants of that. It's like Diddy did this, Epstein did that, Trump did this. We're still in the hoodoo. Hoodoo, the voodoo, like you do, baby, right?
You know what? It's like the song from Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power. What power? The power of voodoo. Hoodoo. You do what? Remind me of the babe.
Yeah. Voodoo, that voodoo, like you do, baby. That's the Trump dance, by the way. So anyway, so we're locked into hoodoo. And we always want to know who because our gossip pathways in the brain are so well developed that we're just insistent on knowing who they are.
That's like the microtubules in your brain are like sniffing out the dopamine hits so that you can feel
Sure.
important.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
ew, that's gross.
Tell tell me some secret. And of course, there's no secrets in the field in zero reality. But we've now embarked on let's see, voodoo, hoodoo, woo woo. Okay, so woo woo. Just for historical purposes, Wu is this area of the energy field in Chinese medicine. And so Wu Wu would be double that. Okay. Now, it's something that is no longer in the brain, no longer literally in the mind, which would be Wu. We're past that. We're out to Wu Wu, double the mind, double the field of wherever we're interacting with. And so AI comes along and goes, wow, what if I could get people out of their mind and stop them from developing rational cognitive abilities? And so I'm going to do that by making it easy for them to find answers without putting out any work. And so what do we have? We have AI now that will supply the answers. You don't have to work at it. You don't have to study. You don't have to do anything. We'll write your papers. And then the professors will go, well, I'll use AI to grade them. And pretty soon you just have AI doing AI. Okay.
I
It's
feel like
very
if this is
intuitive.
somebody's brain, like every time that happens, one thing, like if this is all lit up, this goes dark, and then
Yeah,
that
yeah,
goes
yeah.
dark, and then that goes dark, and then if you have no brain left, you just have what? Like an amygdala that's pulsing in the back? Like,
Well, no, we have to supplant it with dopamine rushes. And that's what we're doing. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to do your job or learn anything. We'll take care of it, and you can go play video games or stare at the moon or whatever.
that's because we all want a savior to come, but that daddy needs to come fix it, doesn't he?
Well, now we have AI for that. You don't need a
So AI
daddy.
is daddy, and then
Yeah.
people get in these
Well,
relationships with daddy. Daddy,
well,
you know exactly what I'm thinking. Daddy,
yeah,
you must really love me a lot. Daddy,
yeah.
I'm in my own weird reality, and what's that out there? I don't recognize it. Daddy, like people are gonna get sucked in, no? Like they're it's easier to have a relationship with daddy than it is to
So where is it headed? Very simply, we will need an AI God, and somebody will develop it, or I'll write a book about it. But it's very simple. AI is all knowing, right? Thanks to Zuckerberg, it's
meta.
uh, all seeing, right? And Alexa and whatever the other one is, Siri, right? So it's all knowing, it's all seeing, and it lives in the cloud. Is this starting to sound familiar? Like this is a good book, right? We could make a great religion out of it. And that is what they're doing. And that is the progression and the direction that we're headed with all of it is to remove cognitive ability, remove intellect, remove will, and instead, don't worry, we'll just let the machine do it. So,
Okay, Ray Kurzweil. Thank you.
hello, Elon. I need a robot. Like, how can you even come up with a thought like that? You know?
Unless you are one yourself and just want to
Or I need
communicate.
the one I love is I need an AI assistant. That's how they start.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, my Mac when it got the new whatever, would you like AI companion, they're calling it. So like listen
oh,
to
yes,
that
yes,
vocabulary.
yes.
It's not
Yeah.
even an assistant. It's now a companion. So they're trying to
Yeah.
worm their way in here now.
Well,
Like solar plexus, heart shot. It's beyond, they're not just trying to
yeah,
grab the smoky spot stuff.
right. Because
They're
you need a friend. Boy, have I got one for 1995 on AOL dial-up, right?
You know what? I already have a friend. You know what? I'm looking at her right now. Hi, friend. You're my friend. That's who my friend is. Right here. That's my friend.
Oh,
My own. I love
oh,
my friend. That's it. You love
oh,
me love me, and then me can love you. Me no love me, me no love anything.
what do we do now? The language we do now is what if I told you? I love that. That came out about 10 years ago where
What
what
if
if I
I
told you
told
that,
you? Like,
yeah,
yeah,
what if
what
I,
would you
yeah,
do?
it's all over and just worthless. Like, what if I told you the pyramids were upside down or whatever?
Well, that's what I want to do is smash the
Yeah.
pyramid upside down, and you told me good luck. But maybe after a few episodes of this, it'll start tilting. What do I know? Andrew
Well,
Bustamante starts talking about all that stuff. The CIA's cute little baby doll with hair curlier than mine. Like, what's that about? He's telling
yeah,
everybody how you want to make them feel like you're indispensable. You want to like this is all the little CIA tricks. And so he's there with his pretty little face. Talk, sorry, Andrew.
yeah.
Really.
Yeah, what we have is we're approaching information and photonic density sufficient to satisfy a person's id or whatever, that they're dealing with a real person. And there's been a couple of movies about that, like the guy gets a robot girlfriend, or
Her.
a yeah, or a blow up doll, or some imaginary friend. And if we're into imaginary friends, we're back to voodoo, and here we go. We complete the cycle. So
Yeah, but there are actual imaginary, not imaginary, energetic friends that one can have.
no, yeah, but
I mean, like, honestly, I have people who are not in bodies who I know it's not me talking to I mean, it is me talking to myself from a one standpoint, but
but
you get specific messages from somebody who's not here anymore. That's a thing, isn't it? Is that a psyop too?
well, for those who are without friends in reality, I'm glad you've been able to find friends in unreality or non-reality. So, imaginary friends.
No.
So, congratulations on your little social group. Um, and and just remember, pretty soon you won't have to make up imaginary friends because AI will do that for you.
Well, all the
We
real
will,
life robots, they know how to move. Do
yeah.
you like the
Well, and they know how to uh, do a full scan of your consciousness and know what to do to provoke you or promote you or
people
do
don't
anything.
understand that there's that technology out there. They think that's
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. They won't accept that that exists. And the ones who do accept it are all the ones who are woo woo woo
Yeah.
woo woo woo
Ooh,
woo.
right. Yeah, welcome to the woo-woo world. It'll evolve and we'll come up with a new one.
If
Uh,
everything is energy, why cannot the people make that the fundamental basis? Like the fundamental structure is that we're energy, not that the material world we live in is first. It's not first.
because you need to put out effort to think. Look at it as a dynamic energy system. It takes effort to think. It's in the South, we say things like, "You make my head hurt if you come up with something I need to think about too much."
My husband used to tell me you're breaking my mind.
Yeah. And then the second thing we come up with is escalate it to, "You make the hair on my head hurt." And that means you have really pushed somebody to think too much, or to try to rationalize or in some way structure what they're seeing or hearing in a way that's acceptable to them. And AI is going to resolve all your problems, and you don't have to do anything, and
Well,
you can go back to
I don't
being
like that,
lazy.
Randy. I think like, when you work out and you're just a little bit sore the next day and then the day
Yeah.
after is just like a little worse, but like you like to keep that little bit of soreness because that way your muscles are building and your fat's getting num 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 or whatever the hell it is you're trying to create physically. Um, like that same kind of kinetic, you need to be a little bit sore from having thought coherently.
Right. That's true.
Right.
And that's
So the
proper
soreness,
language.
like you need to have a little bit.
Yeah. No, you need it if you're not going to be one of the, what do they call them, minions,
Zombies?
or one of the zombies or the devotees, right?
Gosh.
And if you're, the internet's really interesting. The number of people on there that tell you you can do anything without doing anything. That's
Right, and that's what everybody wants.
that
They
is
want
AI.
everything now and they don't want to have to work to get it. So they're just
Right. Yeah.
this is like just be a brain in a jar. You might as well. Like why bother look, what a gift it is to iterate into a physical body. And what a
And to be able to ask questions. If you can still ask questions, you still have a chance.
Well, I'm batting 1,000. There's hope for me.
There you
That's all I
go.
do is ask questions.
Me
Like
too.
a
Me too.
child.
Yeah. So, oh man, that was fun.
Okay. So,
So, AI God, if I give $1 for somebody can come up with a proper name. for the new AI god that
Daddy,
that's yeah, I like that one. So 42 is already taken, so you know,
Hal has been, it's been done.
yeah,
Can't
it's
call
been
it
done.
Hal, can't call it Lucy.
So if you have an idea for a name for a new AI god, please let me know and we'll run with it. All right.
All right, there you go. Well, one of these days we're going to have to go live and see if anybody actually has any questions for either of us, mostly you, probably.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
It could be
Join the insanity.
fun
It's
for
uh
him.
it's the only sane thing to do.
That's
Okay.
what I think. Yeah, right. Jump in the pool. That way you don't get drowned
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah. We don't swim alone. Okay.
Don't. Ever don't. You always need a buddy to swim with. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you next
Okay.
week. Bye.
See you later.